don't have the time to figure out right now. So.
I was gonna go say Scott is also probably on electric today too.
Let's go! I'm not afraid. I'm gonna run head first into the buzzsaw of the meta.
I said you usually run electric or rain dance.
It's gonna chew me up and spit me out. I'm gonna get back up and say, "Do it again, coach."
Not today.
I was gonna play Venusaur.
Pure darkness.
Well, if I didn't pull Gyarados out, I would be type briefed in that way too.
Pull it out?
I did pull it out. You'll see. You'll see.
It's Quagsire.
It's not that either. That would also type grief.
Quagsire's so good though.
No, playing this deck might give me just absolutely painful, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should just roll a swap. No, I can't do that to the boys.
Do you not run 9? Do you not run 9?
No, I can't do that. Too hardo. I don't want to spike it. I'm here having fun seeing the family. I'm not going to show up and like pull out guns on people.
I was gonna say my Venusaur deck is literally here's a Venusaur line in 2 mine and Executor.
In 2 mine.
Yeah.
Mine's been getting. It took a while for him to pick up usage, but now that he's got usage,
As I
he's
say,
used.
when you're playing a deck that literally folds if they play Cinequil, then like
That happened one time with us.
yeah. But Christian
I've
can
also-
also sometimes roll with McCargo.
I feel like your fire matchups with Venu have been actually like you have won a majority easily.
Yeah. The only fire
know if
match
it's even mine.
I think the only fire match I've ever lost was when I got dunked by Cinequil.
That was me.
Yeah. That's the only time.
I did that, and I got really lucky because I had to hit baby flip, and I also had to hit heads on fireworks.
I think every time I played Venusaur here, there was only 1, maybe 2 times that I haven't gone first.
I believe that. Because people aren't ready for Venu Center.
Well, no, it's they're like, I'll gust. And it's like, cool. I'll switch all my energy to the active and then just hit you for 60.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost dead. I will play this Pokemon with all the energy to it, play Pokemon Center, and then
Profit.
attack for 60. And then it gets to the point where it's like, oh, I have 10 energy on the field. I'll just start sniping back row.
Yeah, sniping's good. Should we investigate Strength Charm?
For what?
Well, our ruling right now is it increases damage to bench based on wording, but historically I don't think it's ever actually been played that way. But
I don't think so. And
it definitely doesn't come up enough, but
I was gonna say I'd be fine if it didn't affect bench, but yeah, but like I would understand how it's still good on Scissor because it pulls the bench to the active.
yeah, no, it still has its application. The only thing is you can stack plus power isn't a tool for Charm is used to attach. But I think I don't know. Bench spread was definitely not designed to be augmented. But who cares? Pichu game.
I mean, I really like it with Pichu.
Flashing different colored screens. Oh yeah, and those are error codes for MES. So you'll do like flash 3 colors, 2 colors, and then it'll do it again. Mine starts bleeding and just so they wear out. That's why I actually down because 2 shots of
Oh yeah.
Doesn't care about resistance and it does not care about mental energy.
Yes, you just you open it up, you take up the take like a full wire and pull back.
That's why I like Executor hitting the bench too. It's like, oh, you have grass resistance. Don't care. Your Scissor, go on.
A lot of brands that we really like. I don't exactly remember the name of it. They're pretty savvy when it comes to his ideas. But you trust these people and fixing the things. You swap out.
I gotta find out how to get the brand names.
Whatever the better quality.
Just start farming.
These ones are on par. It's not like 5% worse, but they're new.
That's rough. It's just one of those spiffy energies.
That, she was in brand
They
new.
don't really cost anything special.
I want my Metagrosses from standard Pokemon that I'm never going to find.
What's his name?
Nerdy
Yeah, they're looking for furniture that's there and their other store.
Waiting for
Sorry guys, we can watch you going right now.
I got been a little.
Is there any watching people that are coming that aren't here yet?
I'm
here, so.
I think we're good.
Yeah, Joe over there. They do
Now that I have a D&D character, I should
Go as your D&D character.
I should go as my D&D character. The problem is,
I did tattoos for 2 years.
I don't know.
There's no such thing as a tattoo license in Colorado. And I was doing them.
The last time I played D&D, we had a druid in the group, and what we would do is go into town, find illegal like animal fighting rings, like cockfighting and like
That's so
like dog
funny.
fighting. Have the druid shapeshift into a rooster,
I was super happy.
and just and we'd bet on our druid. And he would just destroy it because he's obviously a druid.
That upside
That's so
Well,
funny.
not today. So
That's so funny, dude.
Unfortunately, moving over here and finding
DM didn't just be like, there is no illegal animal fighting in this town.
needing to be a pilot.
it's like that's fine. Here's a magic dog that can do backflips and do crazy stuff and make money that way.
Street merchant.
Yeah,
It's mostly just student help.
like
Like, the town doesn't care, and they're afraid of it.
yeah, dude, druids are awesome. I wasn't the druid. I usually play a warlock.
Druids are cheats.
Warlock or a bard, and when you have a bard that can just like sell it, then yeah.
Your license, so now you are registered.
I think the problem is Danielle won't let me
Without
shave
going to
it.
the shop and making sure it's sanitary.
April's kind of the same way now that I have a full beard.
I think it's a little better to just go to the shops and license the shops.
My D&D character is a clean
Here,
shaven
the shops don't
child.
actually have to have health.
Jesse, you slam this over to underneath the air freshener that definitely doesn't work anymore.
You can be like Kurdan, the shipwright, who is so old as an elf that he's one of the first
Thank you.
Where were we doing all this?
Apparently, it's still illegal until like
Whoa!
Jake versus Jitsu.
Back to back.
What am I playing though?
Alright. I'll see you guys later.
Alright. Who do you want where, Jesse? Scott just dunked someone.
No, James is left.
What? He lied to me. Alright. I'm hitting myself.
I'm
Did you like it? Well, are you going to go on cam?
Brian, you're already set up, so we'll just leave you here.
I don't know what that has to do.
Colin join you.
Like it's another electric
ruin
deck.
that, but
It is. It's another electric deck. They do change. I don't.
let's get over here.
Where are we going, Jesse?
Did you want a pretzel? Okay. I'll grab you a pretzel.
Once again, I
They
have
have the cookie on.
completely tight greased myself. There are 3 lightning decks in town. That's good. It just doesn't work like that.
Sometimes you just gotta
Sometimes you just gotta.
just do it.
Okay, I'll try. Bye. Stay dry? Question mark.
I bought that are iris blue, and I bought them right before going to my family. And my family is my dad's cousin.
Yep.
She starts the conversation with, so every day I go outside and there's these grotesque, like ugly looking irises, and I can't wait to throw them away. Like, me with my iris colored sleeves that I just purchased.
You got it.
I have to do, if we're doing big shovels.
That's okay, so do I.
How you been, Scott?
Fine, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Good to see you.
Do you usually go by Brian or Gandalf?
I'll take either.
Brian.
Either on paper.
You get to pick. But there's no, in the standard, there's actually.
What do you guys usually call him?
I call him Brian. What's up?
turn, and
I just like matching sleeves to
that's
decks.
the other one. There's a couple things you can't do. You can't attack on the first turn. It's a mechanic, the other help.
Every day for like $15 sleeve deals.
Basically, in standard, they're big basic. Yeah. I didn't play in high school or college.
The color you get for the next ring.
So I had, 8-year gap. And I haven't really played super consistently.
It's just, I sent you a link to the deck that I saw in the first you're done, if you wanted to look it up. I'm pretty sure what you think about it.
For standard or WotC?
Standard. I don't have any decks set up for standard yet. I'm hoping to do soon though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just in case I don't have to play.
Cross,
You're taking professors,
run this deck for the very first time while slightly out of it.
but it's just the constant's made it a little more,
Finally got more
Oh, yeah?
Can you do tomorrow? Entire current places and boxes has been going into
Or you're gonna push it down and all up and right at work. Okay, you never really know. Come back. It's okay with other days, but that.
Probably not tomorrow, just because we're like just gonna slow move everything over and then move all of it stuff. Once all the boxes and pretty much everything else is done, I'm gonna get a new bed.
I know this is a casual.
It costs
better.
because you have planes and
Been the same bed since like 2009.
High value ley line binding. So I grind out of that.
Yes.
Man, you can tell. Debris is constantly like falling onto my side of the bed.
No,
Just because there's a big hole,
I didn't play
hole, but you know what I mean.
pretty much just like with color. And even then, it was just like at shops.
Do I want to do?
Oreos. Yeah, we got it. That's not value. Even if it's actively interactive, it's understandable. Make sure I don't find bars or.
Search, getting rid
Oh,
of.
did
Copycat.
That's interesting. That's I'm glad it learned its lesson. So now there's 4 of them. Just to be safe.
Not 4.
I already made something. For fan clubs.
Almost put 8 We're playing the super slow ones. Ready?
We're definitely checking out.
Start us off.
Alright. Going with a fan club here.
So this is a total of. Oh, sorry.
And then it would.
We'll make 8. Like that.
see how powerful tournament trainers is against this deck. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. Oh my god, did you hear about this? Stop joking, it's live. So you're the full dragon and beats bro.
See my hands, I'm ready to go whenever you're ready. This is 13. I think you can get through a long time.
Standard energy?
Both of these are 4, so 4, 5,
That's the 24.
I already shuffled, so do you want to cut? And then you're gonna knock Oh, alright, well, you got some choices? Yep.
we're still doing blocking. Okay. This happens.
Pretty good.
Technically, this is a 4-4. This is a 4-5.
I was waiting for that.
I don't think I've been tested.
That's another one of those tracks. You'd rather try and close my game and play it.
Travis, removal.
While we get in and out of that.
Recycle energy. I think it was first. It's fine, it's fine. It's just I didn't catch it. Let's play it out. I don't want to rewind your entire turn, and I already shuffled my oak back in. It's fine. Yeah, we'll move further up. Pretty good. Yeah, I play recycle to retreat. Back to buffer.
This is combat.
And
What kind of dragon there was in it? Play drain.
hand that I had was not it.
I'm just going to keep shuffling the whole time for this chill.
Any questions, anything I can show you back here?
Appreciate it. I'm just browsing though.
Yeah, no, take your time.
Yeah, and I was like, my brain was like, just the other, but yeah, got it.
Those games are always great because it just makes me imagine the player who's going to do.
Electrode. Play a Magnemite, Trader away, a Magneton, for Dodrio,
Best of somebody.
Another Voltorb.
Baseball practice.
Put Psycho Energy here. So, do you want to cut? This is the only thing you
I was playing it. That's what I was trying to accomplish.
When he's active, I can flip a coin, and it allows me to attach that to anything. But because everyone's a pre-retreater, every electro allows me to do it over and over and over
That's another thing. Not only because of that, it's so
We're going to
good.
do a comp search, getting rid of one of these.
But yeah, I had some other yeah, I got 3 Ks for that. I triple I would like to keep my engine.
I'm going to switch up to this electrode just to use the engine. Nope. Switch up to this electrode. And then I'm going to switch back to Cleffa.
It does. You don't control more value.
Yeah, I'm going to
Really good. Yeah. How long before I can?
I'm thinking about it, and I have to pick first, right? Your opponent names the first line. I'm not going to. I was with it when it was 7. And I was like, I can put these cards back in the deck for 7. I think so. I think so anymore. When it was card advantage, it was 10.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to
Yeah.
Oh, I do make.
the totem armor?
Yep.
It's a scary point.
The rocket strap. See the green part of the right where your first couple.
Okay, at random.
Yeah, you were rough. Just you had a pin rate. Yeah.
Alright, try to eat again.
Alright. I got it. Their attempts charm. You need a roll tray. Alright, hey. Okay. We're gonna evolve to Magneton, which lets me magnet in all the electric energy on the bench. From play, I should say. Do that. And I'm gonna gust up Noctowl.
One lander's on the plate that's available.
Pitching Magnemite and Dodrio.
Every time they get it's gotta die.
I don't like it.
First electrode. Second electrode. Yep. Energy for turn. Retreat.
Yep.
So Magneton. It is 40, but I can discard. I can choose to discard all of my electric energy and then put that many damage counters anywhere I want. So I'm going to do that. Maybe with weakness, and then we're going to do 30 to Cleffa and 10 to. Yes.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Good to see you, Professor.
How's Easter?
Not bad. You know, chill.
Sometimes that's the bar.
Yeah, we have a lot of like travel this summer for like a bunch of people getting married and stuff. So this is one of my few weekends where I'm like, I can get away.
Gotta take advantage when you can, yeah.
No, seriously.
What's up, Tommy?
But also, does it make sense to the same juice everywhere, especially so I was like, it's not. I'm just grabbing this
Oh, not that. Yeah. That's what it came out of. Like,
Yep.
It's 30 flip a coin, non-pads 22 bench.
Alright, let's try the first Volt or Electron.
Unrecognized.
No, second. No.
Alright.
Juggler, discarding 1 to draw 3.
Okay.
Trader, sending back a Magneton. Hopefully for a third Electric, it will not peak very thoroughly.
yeah.
Alright, searches really. There is one. I need to do that. Try the third electro. No, all fives too. Very strange. Shows big numbers.
All the more reason to hang out. I was watching it just to see if you get picked yesterday. Andrew got picked.
Cleffa and Pass.
He's the backup backup.
It's good. I get to see what kind of
He won top 25 team in his college career. Yeah, he also was number one in catching and in interception and in whatever tackle is like. Yes.
Pretty sure.
The fact that you can play D1 both sides of the ball and not get tired is not professional. I don't even know if it's possible.
There are no more.
Okay.
We're just going back to the glory days of the dangerous stuff.
All right.
Someone's acknowledging it. Like hockey time.
Under your chair.
Right.
No worries.
He's perfect.
Rocket Scyther does have a retreat class. Well, we're going to start with the electrodes.
Did they release his contract, like, what his salary is?
They're probably to make more money because they're paying him off the very Yeah, they're not really a
Alright, retreat.
I mean, it's worth the risk,
I like this trick. Ring out.
The 70 is still very much so around.
I'm going to attack for knockout, and I'm going to drop 20 onto Rocket Scyther.
I did the, I'm like, yeah. It's not even, in the dark, I couldn't swing him like that. But against the blue deck, I can. Take your time. I only got, I have 0, I'm dead in 0.
It's just like
Yeah. Okay. You're a little constrained to doing it.
Alright.
I know that it's like when I send now they're not yeah, so you get to do
Okay. Already at 4. Like the ones I have, so that's good.
well, we can use it worse. Right now, I go the other way again.
Another neat thing.
Like you can get one of these. These that go the wrong way.
I should have gotten the
Oh, yeah. They go on top of these. Just get all of those. This. Or like, even you could do like one of these.
No, probably scrap.
That you could really go deep. It's wild. Every card. Like one of these one of these days, I want to show up to like.
All right.
I want to show up to a tournament.
The worst ones you could have picked, but
Oh,
it's direct to
It doesn't matter. No, you technically have to cycle. It's not a ghost. It's a cycle.
Or that's the one I want. Well, they're all packaged. They're all on the floor.
You can refrigerate that into it if you want.
And I get to work them.
How you doing, Scott?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Three electrodes, flash two, one good. Right, we're gonna put it on plus up. Retreat.
You like to slide with this and clips in. There's also like screw down magnet ones you can get. The screw down ones are like, you can screw down.
You have a warp around the sites.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no result wrong with that.
Well,
yeah.
someone was just interested in
Not that one.
Imagine being fair. Right. They weren't fair to us, it's gonna be unfair back.
Two electrodes.
Abilities allowed, or is it just? Okay, spells, all right. Yeah.
Cards in hand?
It's the best when you flow and you magically find the A test.
Town volunteers. Five, I should say. And counted to just the four.
Order, look different, sometimes they're all of the above. Like there's a halo foil, it's not something, or has foil, has. I mean, I got it.
Yeah, definitely. Two of them.
I will never get
It's this year, like, it has like, it's numbered, it's like 1 out of 500.
And then I'll attack for knockout.
Also has, it's all doing.
Waste 3. It is. Yeah, but it's put damage counter, so it doesn't. Yeah.
It's just 20 to itself.
Okay. Fair enough.
get to look at the set and then choose whether you want to one or and then I will get.
Take
Oh, is it better or less? I didn't know if it was different.
double color.
So 40.
The guy hired me during play this.
Except here.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
That's a guaranteed energy.
Yeah, the thing I was thinking about.
We're actually going to put those on Electro. Swift. It's not affected by
Was
the
it you did?
resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Always on. Slam, never on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like riding. That's so saving.
There are several names on left hand. Except not drawn into them. Or at least haven't drawn into them.
No. This is my middle school.
There it is.
They have normal.
Order do I get a hand?
I have rough time on my phone. This is fine. That's why
I'm going to retreat small bits to electrode and attack for 30.
He's like, what do you do? I'm like, playing the same. I go, that's what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. Not only Magic the Gathering, but also Pokepowers, Pokebodies, or any other effects. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that. But that's pretty crazy. That's kind of gross. For 30. And for 2 energies.
Standard bot? Good. I can't commit to sit down now, but probably by the end of the night, I'm sure.
Is there how many energies do you have?
In the den? 3. Well, I clearly was not paying enough attention to put the energy in there, so I want to make sure. There is another recycle, but I can't pull that without.
So what are you gonna go play at this event?
Go in there and sit and wait. Yes. That is all your uncle's doing too.
I'm sorry.
I'll just slash it for you.
Okay.
Hey Travis. Or no, I don't report to you.
No, you can do it.
You know he doesn't like that.
Someone who works with Tech One out of the hospital.
Looks like 1 peak on
Spore on Wii. Spore Hero actually?
It was really cool. Maybe one of those ones where like no one actually played it.
Even though I heard about leaks, and then people are like, before you buy, what to know? And I'm like, this has to be a gag.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, why not? We're just in.
You want to attack?
Is that crazy?
This is like a port.
Kind of wild.
It's like sick. It's so sad. Very
Drawing a line. The guy goes.
Yeah, you can make like courses for him and stuff.
This was
Probably a cool one for DS actually. So we got anime girl now $5 million. This one too.
2-3 price.
Games I haven't heard of for PlayStation with waifu.
a friend of mine. This is a remake. Remake of 2 Oh yeah.
Resident Evil maybe. Just
I'm playing Left of Us.
probably good.
This is all mid. There's another Tales.
Now I'm going to give him a rainbow.
Fred spoiled the ending of that Tales game to me on a landline phone call, and I told him not to talk to him.
So it's 20?
Yeah, and then I flip.
Some like DNA far in front of their childhood. That's the current real
Alright.
I had it against
Alright, that's not my bet. It's this pile. This pile. Throwing in mini ninjas too. Like games I would care to actually buy and not upgrade. Dance is probably all
Energy that was on that instead electrode. Call to not.
Yeah, you can either
That sounds like roll for
that's
Super
fine, that's really good. Good dance are all pretty fine too. I have a lot of people asking for them. People like all the
I gotta hit you. You name any number of basic energy cards attached to your other Pokemon.
It's my 7 before.
And then
Okay, so that puts us on.
3, 4, 5, 6. For attack. Discard all, so I discard all of it. Actually, Scyther does less damage than Flyguard. So 30 to knock Flyguard.
it makes me think. I have to put a lot more thought into it.
This is the one I just bought.
I can tease out and then
It's got the fire
Yeah,
weakness.
the other two have
yeah, so I'm gonna put 3 on site.
I mean, canonically, it's a dark type.
Yep.
So, my turn.
Yeah.
I really about to do this.
How's your first matchup against Bad Dragon?
No, you guys played last week.
You were the photo round.
Oh, with that. He was chance against that last week, which aren't you glad somebody didn't give you
They were high.
It's also funny I played Colin last round last week and matched him around.
Because I was just like,
Scott, who do you think you're matching with here? There's some good options.
How'd you do?
I had to do a really good thing about it. It was slow to kick off, but it was wide open.
Oh boy.
You can't retreat it to right?
And I can't attack.
There's 6 in each day.
In theory, you can just keep paralyzing magnets on for 8 turns.
That's how I think they only go. Seems it's not a little part of it.
No, that's
So like you could do the price for free. Or you
We'll give him a gold berry and thundershot.
All right.
yeah.
I don't want to disrupt your gameplay too much, but afterwards I'm going to play you the dub, the canonical dub voice line for Electabuzz.
Okay. It's stupid. The where you like sort of like mumbles. Yeah. I'm familiar.
Super
like,
relevant.
I'm just very hopeful about your hand.
All right.
But I'm also kind of
Dynamo. 1,
That's
2,
way cheaper than what I looked at.
2.
I don't know if you looked at that long, so.
Off to attack.
all right.
Drop that, and I'll knock Cypher.
I've been there before. It's very nice.
Electric glass. So right here.
I mean, I can stop like it's going
BB 6.
Yeah, I don't think it was relevant in this matchup, but I think putting this in last night over Ender Stadium was a good move.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So why did it need to remove it? It seems like you still have that one.
Yes, but everything that you can remove is 10 less damage that I can drop off. And Energy Stadium, specifically, this doesn't help my opponent at all because I don't run any energy. Energy Stadium affects both players, so that was my call on the change.
Still a deck slot.
Yeah,
But no, I
I have so much turbo in here already that I was like, I could,
you like Juggler?
yeah, I love Juggler.
I bought 2 just because I've seen it so many times, but I've never used
I
it.
forget what 8. Yeah, Jesus. Someone had them for like 45 cents a piece on TCG Player,
That's crazy.
and I was
It's
like,
not
yeah.
expensive.
I don't know if you
I'll
were
take every one that you have. I tried this deck in,
I'm not worried about the blue.
I think, I did 4 playtests.
Because like even if I
against
get one
different
from the
decks.
trainers
Misty's
on, that's
Wrath.
good for me.
I like Juggler so much.
But do I get that turn?
I like Wrath better.
I honestly, I think
Nothing, there's like a single card that blows me out of shit walk open in a single turn.
the numbers are the same with Juggler and Wrath, except you choose what's in the bin, and all 5 come to your hand. It's 7 cards one way or the other, and you want the energy in the bin. So you're choosing to put 2 cards exactly where you want them, and then getting 5 cards that you don't have to choose what to discard from.
But you have to have 2 in hand.
I run 19 energy in this deck. That's hilarious. I always have. So I have never had Juggler in my hand without at least 1 energy to burn.
I believe that.
See?
There's 4 languages to not match up against them.
That's right. That's true. And at least one of them won. Does he win? Something was in place there. But yeah.
Sit down.
But yeah, I really like Juggler, and I had the option of putting the Misty's Wrath in as well alongside the Juggler, and I that's fair.
Oh, because, yeah, you can't stack those two sentence for deck out. For sure.
I also end almost every single game with single digit amounts of cards in my deck.
North American Championship.
That's a different problem. Jake's like, run 3 town meetings.
I run 2.
Non-hardware.
There's a.
Are you gonna need a table?
Only for Pokemon.
That's the right
Are you gonna need a
I
whole table?
only use it to pull Magnemites.
No, not today.
Magnemites and Doduos and Voltors.
Nope, you're fine.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
Today I'm here to chill and hang out.
Not running D&D today.
Not yet. Eventually we're probably gonna tap on Saturdays.
I have to find
I don't have
time in my schedule to play D&D.
Because I think
That was actually my favorite.
I think not taking out DB, I love to myself.
Honestly, like, we have a lot of really good people right now. So far, like, every single session has been, like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, okay.
As it stands, my
I'm
only
gonna be
way
honest, most of
to
it's
get
not
this
really
every
serious to me.
Sure.
Once we get to like the longer term campaigns, like we'll have more serious moments, but like one shots, like,
As long as I remain item locked.
we're here to have fun.
Let it be chill.
Because I did the one here.
Ridiculous.
Thinking about myself. I think there's also like 2 to 3 lightning in here, which is bad.
They were working on it, just play testing everything. Just green and black. So there's red, there's World Soul Rage in my sideboard, and it's another ping desert.
That one is,
Yep.
no.
No?
all of the, I mean, the one thing in there, like you play 4 of these.
4 and 4, yeah. So there's 8 ping deserts.
8 conditions, you play the one that's colorless or whatever?
There's 3 colorless deserts, and I play all 3.
I thought one of them was pink.
No, none of them pink. One of them makes a creature
Really
get
wanted to play this second
gain 3 plus tap.
kind of locked me out of the game.
One of them surveils when it comes into play, and 1 plus tap makes a man of any color. But it taps for colorless. The other one taps for colorless. And then one of them bounces a land when it comes in, and it makes 2. Which with Spelunking is great, because it comes in untapped. And
Not worth it? No caves better?
Stuff has trick.
not really. I mean, the one that can become a creature might be worth throwing in just as a weird option. But I already have.
So many lands.
There's 1 basic land in there. And it's this, and it's only there because there's some dress.
Okay.
There's really no good reason for it.
There's many, like, non-basic caves.
Right, yeah,
You're used
that's,
to that anyway.
yeah, that's some weird non-basic. There's also,
Two basic versus one is gonna help with that.
there's also non-basics that destroy non-basics and let you search out a basic, which if I don't have basics are. Oh, 1 black.
Like those just all that.
You don't even play like right
It's more about the paint. Yeah, there's this guy, and then there's the tumbleweed. Yeah. It doesn't make him unblockable. It makes something not able to block. Which targets their creatures, which is a crime. Which is why I don't want to remove the Pinga, because it's a crime. And the crime I have Free Strider without. And I have also the Vine Latcher. Like this deck is actually designed to just not really kill the creature.
How he get here? We
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's got like
His legs,
colossal rattle, but this is more to. Oh, you're gonna
I
attack
can't like pilot a new deck while not being able to think straight, and then I'll make it a new.
the next turn. Yeah, but this also smashes whoever they're attacking as a block.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna think that for a little bit.
Right, you flash if you have desert. So you flash him in when they think they're all in the clear. It's a great card. And then there's also Bristol.
Careers. One being
Not drawn by the scouts, so then I have a couple of these. They tutor 2 deserts in a play.
Yeah.
And then the other,
You were.
there's a 1-drop that puts a land in your hand. That's bushwhack. But not a desert.
Step in dragon.
No, there's this that'll put a desert into play, but it's 2 plus 1 for the spring.
Trap dumplings. Song by Pinko Man.
What's good about this is late game you do both. You always are going to search the desert because the creature's going to be one bigger. Yes.
Head cold, trying to play a new
Yes,
deck.
absolutely. If it's, I need a blocker, absolutely, it's enough. It's a sizable blocker.
How
It's like the mid you're almost always going to have it.
figure it out. What's payout like? What? What's payout like?
The decks I'm play testing for these two. This one is blue and white, proud attack.
You want to come over there or you want to come over here?
Welcome to you.
Okay. Silent
You look more entrenched than I am right now.
I can't play this.
Want to do Scott and Christian? And then
Christian, we might be going over there actually.
All right, sounds good.
You want to line the mats up? You want to line the mats up before I rip mine?
Sure.
that's something.
Jesse, where am I popping down with you?
We'll go right here.
Okay.
Mine doesn't line up well, but
And this deck has all sorts of cheap
Hey,
spells.
Scott, you want to line up the mats for Cam? Or
just
are
so
you good?
if you put it right at the edge of where mine is, it lines up on the camera, right?
oh yeah.
That's pretty much all you have. What? You dropped? It's double strike prowess.
A little bit more this way, Scott.
Now that he's out.
And it bounces, I think, up
Yeah, if you pull it like right to the edge of where I'm at, it's the edge of the camera,
You mean like this on top of yours?
like over here.
Right about there.
Yeah,
That's what you meant.
Yep, perfect.
mine's just too long to be on camera.
They could do that.
Technically more of like a mouse pad.
Yeah.
Actually, not quite.
I think that's the dual purpose of Pokemon maps, though. They advertise them as like both a play mat and a computer keyboard mat.
Yep. There's a website that I posted some of my art on that they just print on demand for stuff, and they have mouse pads this big, so I could actually design those, but unfortunately the percentage that I get from it isn't huge, so it's, I think they may end up making more money off it than I do, but I can get best use of this for like anything.
No, you're all there. Very good.
didn't make it.
Especially when like you throw it down.
Yeah, you said you got it from Etsy, right?
Trigger makes a creature that's gonna hit.
Does the artist have like mats from like all the generations or just the first one or two?
I think they have red, blue, and green, and they have definitely gold and silver, and then they have a whole bunch of other art mats that are actually art and not like just they rip the picture off something.
Oh, sweet.
There's not like an actual card.
Because I don't think they actually remade this bit. I think they just took a screenshot of this, playing it on an emulator, and stretched it out.
That wouldn't surprise me, honestly, because it's so much like the OG.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing through some of the old games recently. I'm playing through Coliseum. Now the phones are good enough to emulate GameCube without lag. So Dolphin emulator.
Use emulators to play in 64 and other consoles.
And then
Mostly, I was using it for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance for a long time, but I didn't really do it on my computer. I always did it on phone, so like I always had to do things that were turn-based and not super time sensitive. Like Fire Emblem and Pokemon were great for that. So I couldn't really do a lot of like N64 games. But now Pokemon Coliseum, I can do it on here. So that's been fun. I haven't been able to play that since I was a kid.
I really like this card.
And I really like
this card, right?
it's very expensive to get a physical copy of it.
I know. It's like people are begging for people to start using emulators instead.
Yep.
Video games are starting to become rich people toys now, and card games too.
That's true.
Should we do high roll, low roll?
Oh, I should know what that. I'm sorry. Let me just shuffle this back up and you cut again.
All right.
That was.
Oh yeah.
You should definitely do high roll.
All right. Wait for you to shuffle.
This is a good target. Sliding hand doesn't draw.
Dragon Ball.
So it doesn't trigger with this. Actually, if I need to put a third one in, I'm going to Mario Party. It's 2 for 2. Yeah.
I can. True moment. That first game was actually really good. Had Cleffa and Magnemite.
Yeah, that's why we have so many of them. You can buy it, player, you buy PlayStation gift for cheaper.
It's got hard.
Mine with a hard drive at home. I put it in.
I've seen that one. Yeah. Was it hard? You just buy
One extra
they
so
have
far.
an adapter, and then you just plug it in, right? I can format it, plug it in.
This was
Alright,
But and then this deck is
Yeah, you want to do that, you put the new one in.
I just brought up OEM one. The only thing it doesn't have is this.
Yeah.
Do certain patches. The way you get in
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Try it with strong.
Alright.
That deck is a
Going electric today.
Yeah, this stuff is
It's pretty
it's
streamlined.
electric and colorless.
That card right there, I really like the art on that.
I know, honestly, there are better Magnemites, but I leave it as Magnemite for so little. The art on this one is the reason that I have it in here.
I don't blame you.
It's so cool. It's
It is.
Up and no removal.
When you bounce a creature, it gets a power.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
I don't really
bounces a creature.
know one bit.
Copycat.
6.
Yeah, it's just so I love the little highlights and how they're not just in one spot.
I like that. Yeah, me too.
It's very beautiful, like painterly kind of thing.
Yeah.
The outline is white on them too to illustrate that like the light is kind of straight at them instead of having an outline. It's like highlight all the way around the rim.
Who's the illustrator of that
That's a whole question.
Now I have to.
Hajime Kusajima?
I'd like to see what else they can do.
Yeah, totally. I wonder if they did the magnets on too, because
The art in the vault orb looks pretty sick too.
Once you have Clement,
yeah, I like that too. The big chunky one on the
only
outside,
if
like the opposite kind of
only if
thing.
it's the turn they just came into play.
All right, and how many?
6, yeah.
I found my old visor with all my old CDs
Absolutely.
and my parents' house the
I
other day.
guess there is some value there in the late games.
Yeah, because
Full
that's
tool.
what they have those at 5.
Right, late game.
That will be
Got a full deck.
Almost.
on shuffling.
One piece of the puzzle away,
One of those.
and I'm gonna.
They want to bounce it.
I was in college now.
High school musical?
There's a.
We gotta take that for a spin real quick, though.
And then this guy rewards you for bouncing. This guy rewards you.
Line Rider on Flash.
Yeah, I did
This
that.
guy.
Oh,
He'll let you bounce
they
it.
just spin it for DS.
Actually, no, wait.
On that first. That was
Yeah, I'll bet you.
Mario World, probably.
All right.
If I can.
Crazy
Nope.
game is it. That's a good one.
Yeah, why? You ever
How we play that.
No.
This is the game you can make your own
Cut.
series. I have my cartridge. at
Like
home.
he had he had one of these, and he ended up playing
They give you a bunch of assets.
2 Dower Port
You do
mages.
like if-then programming.
I like
And
how he
something else.
receives Match with Magnum.
I want to say.
I think I'm more of a fan of Magneton than Magneto, but I think it's a cool looking little thing outside the old.
Looks like a UFO.
Yeah, outside the old power plant.
Bounced him the second
Definitely
plate,
a big
bounced him
reminder
the second
of
Dower Port mage. Drawn 2 cards off it.
Yeah.
Power plant from Gen 1.
Played this. Bounced it.
Oh yeah.
And he just didn't do it.
Yeah, you can surf around outside of Cerulean City on the way to Lavender Town, go around the secret power plant, which I feel is.
Oh, sweet. I've never really gotten that far in Red Blue Yellow, so.
Look what I have here.
Oh, no way.
Broken.
Not able to go surfing yet.
How convenient. So I took this straight out of the case. I mean,
This.
this guy walked with everything I've done.
Enjoy your lunch.
I'll give you $5 just for this. It doesn't match any of your stuff.
And that's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna evolve the Magneton, so it's gonna pop
No
there.
matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, evolution.
Crazy. Same story. We had a ES Lite with a missing.
And then I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat while the eating's good.
Dust cover if you're not using it. In Japan, in the radio card counter, in the basement like area, it's like all these little like clothes like vendor shops, and like hanging off a piece of like plastic, the exact color, the exact part. And I was just like, oh, 100 yen, like 80 cents.
Yeah.
65 cents. I'll take it.
What's up?
Shuffle if you're on. That works for you.
And I am in the middle of eek, so it's your turn.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
There you go. That's great.
No. No.
It's crazy. All the deals are drying up. That's what I keep telling people.
Spent a bunch of time in China. Yeah, I studied abroad in China. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
I'll flip for quick attack. So much for that, your go.
Cutter tap?
It's pretty rowdy right now. I mean, we have a lot of history in Hong Kong.
I think that should be your overlay for that attack, but it doesn't. Just that way. Goodness gracious.
I know you're going
If you recall,
I picture, Hong Kong like been out
put energy.
7.
But that's the problem. It's like you're not down to like this.
You're like, I will go down this back alley, down the stairs. I would.
I need like one
That was like trip one.
more little piece of this puzzle for it to work.
Need a copy of Bugsy too.
This oak, pitching,
I've never played it. I didn't know there was a two until I
Gust
looked
of
it up
Wind,
once.
Electric Energy, Magnemite.
Walmart.
That's a big discard.
Yep. It was a risky one. That's why I was like, I don't know if I should do this. I should probably just
Like a
eat.
minute long. It's worth.
But I mean, I got what I needed, sort of, in a roundabout sort of way.
Do you not see the?
Oh, controller.
Wow. Get out.
I got
That's
The white one is it's a longer cord and it's higher quality.
What's the
just gonna let you pull the dodo. Oh, let me fold that through here.
It's kind of heat.
Yep, the dodo
Man,
doesn't.
it drops and it ruins my career.
Am I winning?
That shit was
Yeah,
hotter.
he is. He just waylaid me. Emotion.
That was hotter than the alternate.
The arcade in Southington just made a second floor.
Glitter tap.
The beer arcade.
Maybe that's what it
Yeah, they got massive second floor. Haven't gone.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna.
We gotta go to the
retreat
Providence one again that we all went to. That was so sad.
to Electrode and attempt the Super Dynamo.
That place
So
was
let's
so
flip a
sick.
coin to pull this from the discard. Yep.
Charlie went to David after a show and there was like.
Oh,
And I will pass.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
It's not a big arcade, right? But I played Street Fighter 2. There's some dude there who was it's not like that. Like he was.
Card switch really quick, discard energy removal, and switch
Yep.
for Pikachu.
40,
Okay.
40 at least.
That's a Snowy. If someone's better, they just destroy you forever.
I bought a pen.
Why'd you drop?
Because I have a headphone.
Good tap.
Got it at the Sony booth.
Alright, roll bench. Alright, I'll do pin missile, flip 4 coins, it'll do 20 for each head. 20, still 20, 40,
The pockets have like the start select stuff too.
40.
Juggler,
But I mean,
discarding
really nice
2 to draw 5.
vortex and all that.
We found a lot of nice, pretty decent stuff.
Found it was a super rocket team.
That, I hear a Brazilian mashup deck that I got. I had like these two, like, I think it was like, actually I had a couple.
Pair of Pokemon traders, pair of
Now it
Magmites.
has like these two, like, each sticks. I think the sponge I used, it was like, I want to try to die.
Dodrio
It's just like,
and Electrode.
I never had good luck with.
Are we still on for later? Are we still on for later?
No, that's fine.
You said you wanted to leave shop with Ryan and I?
Oh,
No, not going. Because when Eric's here, he can't get anything done.
what's the good plan?
Yeah, but then there's like Q&A stuff that you want to run through and like
Alright, 1 for turn.
I think I was saying I want to hang out, and then that could happen.
I have 2 Super Dynamos to do.
And then start asking questions.
Both,
Yeah, put me on
because
an A.
now everything's free retreating. Yep. Got
But
both.
you were, when you were talking about what's
Put those right here.
the one,
I want to do both of those.
the two guys, one guy.
One right there.
Two guys.
And 1 on.
Oh, that's what I'm saying for those things now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like next
Yeah.
week we should talk about this, but like we got to get out of the shops with this isn't happening yet. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a possible statement.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to attack for 40, discard all of the energy, and deal 50 to Pikachu.
40, and that would knock out Pikachu.
I was gonna say, is it a real back end? It looks a little stale.
Where's my fancy pen somewhere?
How many cards you got?
I saw it and I'm just like, wow.
5.
How do you
PS2 or doesn't work?
Another one?
It's a really bad magnet.
Add it to the file.
How common is that?
Typically all of them. So maybe you can find someone for the lasers. Bruce was saying the lasers are expensive. I got a call from. I got a call from XYAB who does like video game stuff. And I was like, I don't know, send me an email like, what do you guys, I don't know. And they're like, well, we do like cards and like plushies and crap. And I happened to know some website they had lasers. And I was like, are your hardware stuff like new production? Is this refurbished? And they're like, oh, everything you do, like except the lasers. The lasers are interesting. But they were selling them.
Yeah.
Their like advertised price was like $20. And Bruce was saying they're all like $40 everywhere. And I think that's before like, well, that's $20 before. That's like their advertised price. That's not their like wholesale price.
I'm gonna go St. Volts.
That's why I was like, if I get them under 20, that might actually be worth it. I have to check. They definitely had a few listings. I just remember looking at specifically PS2 lasers, and I was like, oh, like, can I order one here? Like, does it matter? They're like, no, it's fine. You can order what you want. I'm like, okay. Maybe just become a laser plug if that's actually what they got.
20.
So if I pair up,
If at some point you want to run also
You do it through the computer.
your email and stuff.
Swap it in for this electrode, for Super Dynamo.
But be like, hey, send us that info, you know, because we want to.
I'm going to swap in for the other
We'll
electrode,
make a decision by
for Super Dynamo.
Yeah.
So like,
And I want to give it to her because she's nice.
yeah, if we go there,
Is there a mini USB cable? The one up front of my garage.
70.
Not working
I've got one for turn. I'm going to attack with Swift.
That's another thing, I'm sending you all the way to hell
Okay.
because I've done all this and I tried multiple cables.
Game.
Again.
Congrats. Thanks.
Not get the whole list, but then I couldn't get any of ours.
True.
Let's see if this does anything.
But then what about situations like this?
this shouldn't happen.
Well,
What's lucky for one?
Super Dynamo trick is no joke, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
He's confused, so he can use.
And with the with 3 on board, being able to roll for that every turn, and then having like a baby to hide behind, like just popping a cleffa up, it's been really effective.
Yeah.
This and Mag Cargo have been my most effective decks so far. I want Blissey to be good. I do, but I don't want to run the exact same deck.
I think we battled when you were using your Blissey, and I might have been using Rain Dance, and that was a pretty long one.
Yeah, it goes a little long. I did some switching recently for it though.
It was pretty close though, but
Yeah, it's a fun deck. I think it's a lot of fun to play.
oh yeah, I can tell.
This guy's
Every deck of yours played against seems like a lot of fun.
I mean, I'd expect it.
Sabrina's Alakazam. It's fun. Isn't effective. I don't think I want a single game. It's cool. It's a good idea.
I've won one with this, and I think I've won 1 or 2 with Rain Dance.
Yeah, the Rain Dance deck is very good. I like the Rain Dance deck a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I think Dark Vaporeon is an underrated Rain Dancer.
A lot of people really appreciate Dark Vaporeon, even though regular Vaporeon has slightly higher HP and I think slightly bigger attacks.
Yeah.
From what I remember, anyway. I did try regular Vaporeon, but for some reason I had more luck with Dark Vaporeon.
Okay.
Especially with the Dark Stadium. I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah, Rocket's Hideout.
Rocket's Hideout, yeah. Because it bumps up the HP by 20.
Yep. Yeah, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rocket Cider a lot. Light Vaporeon always looked really cool to me, but I just never made it work. I like the e-reader Vaporeon a lot, though, with Hypnoblast. Being able to inflict status conditions for morning was great.
Stadium card I have for this one is, I think, energy retrieval. Where you flip and you can get an energy from your discard pile. Comes in pretty handy actually for this one. It'd come in handy honestly for Rain Dance too. If I didn't have Dark Vaporeon, I kind of need Rocket Tide out for that.
Yep. Are you running Fisherman?
Yeah, on Rain Dance, yeah. Which also comes in super handy.
Yep. Fisherman's great for that.
Rocket Zapdos and Toad Frankus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. I had that. Shell, roughly speaking. I had that in paper and like
What is in here?
that was like my second deck I was playing on her. Yeah, I
bought this earlier.
Josh used to borrow that a lot.
Bloodborne, Ursaluna EX.
If you're at your last prize, it attacks for free.
Sweet.
A lot of damage. My Charizard deck was running Radiant Charizard, which is similar, but now Radiant Charizard's not in standard anymore.
Because did it get ranked out?
Yeah, they moved to regulation. I think it's just GH or FGH. I can't remember which one came out and which one came in.
I wonder what's going to happen inevitably in the future when they get all the way to Z. I wonder what they're going to do for next part for rotation after the letters.
Start over, or they'll go with the unknowns. Go to exclamation point and question mark.
I ran this one.
We got the Cyclone one. Yeah.
Question mark way to start. 3 years of I don't know what it is. Don't know what the format is.
I would love to see that.
Most of I have 3 standard decks. I have not updated 2 of them, so I just updated one last night to be able to play tonight. I have no idea how it's going to play. It's just the same Charizard deck that was in the last format, but the counter catcher, which is like Gust of Wind on a coin flip, is no longer in standard, so I had to get rid of that. Or no, Pokemon catcher is that. I moved it to counter catcher, which is like Gust of Wind, but only when you're losing.
I'm not really
If you're down in prizes, you Gust of Wind, basically. And I took out. I had a Pokemon Go Charmander that I had to remove because Pokemon Go set's not in anymore.
Tough.
Yeah. Oh well. I can't wait for what's it called? I can't wait for the end of May for the Rocket set to come out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build that Meg Cargo deck.
You can just go out front and pull, I think it's from the deck.
Yeah.
You just every turn, and then when he gets in danger,
That's a good idea.
when he gets in danger, you can just like put him down and then let him die. Or even scoop up.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
I let him know you got me, but I don't know if he's got me.
Got a Hypno in the mail the other day.
Damage.
45 degree angle.
Oh, from the mail itself? Like,
It was just loose in the envelope. Not even like a top of it. And I contacted the seller and I was like, busy back. I contacted the seller and I was like, what happened here? They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you a refund.
that should be a full refund if it's not packaged.
They did. They did full refund and they were like, I'm new to selling cards. And I was like,
Christian,
TCG deck.
Yeah.
I was like, this
It's gonna be adorable.
I think it was.
Well,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
not
my second
for-
go at
It was in
it.
a soft sleeve with no tape, so the card was like half out
So,
in plain white. And I was like, this is not an acceptable way to ship cards. Please review like
Yeah,
I'll be one of your first customers.
I got actually super super lucky.
I'm also starting on, I have a
Cards from
Jigglypuff
really far
started
away
too.
in a really unprofessional
I've
manner,
made
but with
Snorlax
those Mega Man
and
cards I've been
Gengar
buying,
already.
there's a lot of
I gave the
promos that you
Snorlax
would only
to
have gotten
Justin,
from playing in
and
the
gave them
tournaments
to
in like 2004. But there's one seller on eBay in Germany who has just like a ton of them. And he just sent them in a normal envelope with no packaging on them. All the cards loose and all of them just like folded up in like a green sheet of what's basically loose leaf. And they all came great.
But yeah, that's how this was with the thing I got. It's like it was fine that time.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Also, if I was way skeptical about the condition, it probably wasn't perfect. But
Yeah.
you know, a card comes and the effort was made. I don't really care too much about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really in it for these cards for the condition, but it was hard to find these in English at all. People who had them, or they're all in English, but I mean, in America, it's hard to find them at all. And everyone's trying to sell them for like $30 a card. This guy's got them for like $1.50 a card. And he's got a huge pile of them.
Yeah, DCGs just have this weird, like, they're in the pundits where, like, low supply, low demand.
Because that's what he looks like when I first like make the body and the head.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really
There's
good.
tons of
Translates
boxes.
to a high price. If someone, you know, in theory wants to get what it's quote worth, there's no guidelines.
Yeah.
So,
There's a pretty active Discord. Where people are still like buying and selling, trading with each other. People are doing like SRs for 10 and ultra rares for 20. That's pretty much just like the standard rule, but like, the promos are the ones that are like really hard to do.
Yeah.
But they like program their own play online thing, where you can just like build decks and just play online without having any of the cards. So they play a lot online. They're like spread across the country.
Playing the champ. That's what you're playing.
And they're pretty expressly, they make everyone aware, like if we ever get together and do in-person things, feel free to have proxy cards. This game's been dead for 21 years.
yeah. For most places, it's kind of have that combo. It's like most people enjoy having the real stuff, but
Yeah.
it's never going to be a barrier.
Yeah, I mean, there's this one promo, Elect Team Activate, that one of the decks I want to build, I need more
The
of.
dynamics with that, like being a video for WotC-20 and a store owner, I think the availability of Pokemon cards is, like, they're widely available.
Yeah.
So what I would love to see is
They work. So I had to install some driver thing, and then honestly, Chrome wouldn't read it, but I used Edge and it read it in Edge, which is maybe more linked into the OS.
That makes sense.
So yeah, all the ones work, but they're dirty, but.
I want to turn people on to playability of vintage stuff so that the vault gets like dug through and the cards get green as being useful. If that increases value, that's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's like not very sad that there's more around making it happen yet. I don't think making paper WotC-20 there's anything really expensive that is like a staple or anything.
A staple now. I mean,
I forgot up there. I think it was about $20 for the big print, and that's why I was happy to like allow those. And you know, playing in person with tournament structure, you need the cards to have unification, and the same back is pretty important for like tactile games. 'Cause, like the sleeves are perfect. You know, we don't want anybody cheating.
Yeah, we don't have a ton for you, but it's just always in demand. There might be some loose ones
I've
in
had to
here.
change sleeves when I ran.
But for the most part,
WotC-20 tournaments.
we don't have a ton of stuff, so most of this is hanging out here.
Just for my own peace of
A
mind.
couple of the loose games there. These are all
The old Macs that are
some controllers and accessories too.
There's more bounce the whole that's already active. Here. Suck these up. Suck this up.
I hear that. Shelf 3, we have some sealed stuff, and then also some box. Once they get to that level of collectability, they're definitely pricey.
Good.
Yep. Definitely draw. I definitely want some draw sevens.
What they priced?
I had that home. And I think that was the only one that I saw.
I also got breeders really on purpose because I pitched it last was the comp. I think what that there was DD finder or comped another center finder for the breeder.
Both folks were like
Also, to be fair, this is a horrible matchup. This is also a horrible matchup for him. No, this is a horrible matchup for you.
Usually it doesn't feel like I not only did I do this, he asked the question, do you have tools as I was drawing my card for
The sputter errata is until.
I had a single play last time.
Well, so it's not when sputter turns off that's errata, it's the idea that it turns things on and off and off and on. That was the errata. So, I mean, I need it for like. Just like I couldn't get good gas in this trainer base because of breeder. And I refused to go breeder check because it's cold. And Jake, I'm more Espeon and more Pokemon Center and more Maggie Spice, but I think it's a super natural fit for the base. I think this felt. I think there's no reason if Rain Dance can leverage this game like this, there's no reason it shouldn't be a top deck.
That's the next hit modern deck.
But no one's done it yet.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Jake sees into the future because he thought someone would get it.
Yeah, sure. You guys anything?
I mean, I was going to try Gyarados, but like the list was too tight. Frankly, there was just a single stage. The others that are like, I don't know, this deck. I don't think Rain Dance. I really like it, but I guess it's not spicy enough. I think being able to move your water around the routine makes it a better dinosaur. I think being able to run center makes it a better dinosaur. I think it has better expectors than dinosaur. I think it actually benefits from breeder. And nothing else does it. I think that's unique and cool. I was going to mess around with Gyarados, but who knows.
I called before.
I also like the center and not the sort of bench. Maggie takes care of the Aerodactyl, which is
Talk about guitar hero stuff, I sound like a little soft on guitars, equipment itself, but bring it all through, I guess.
So yeah, I think Maggie Center, Espeon is just so much needed for those guitars. You can board balances your casual turn and then move one wherever you want to.
I'm not even sure weekend days
Oh no, I think it's sexy. Big 6 inches. Big trails, the trainer base was pushing. And I think
the only trouble is these
out.
tend to be long.
I think it's a unique trainer base as well.
I feel quick things.
Sure. What's that?
If I'm stuck without stepping, he's going to be able to get around.
You forgot to shuffle his extent.
I started the game access.
We are.
I am setting goals.
So you just sort of forced to shuffle it.
That was crazy when I went for confusion, but I didn't have bounce scales. But still, it was like, that was the right play. And relying on your top decks being like, I could pull a dragon land, like you had to. It wasn't going very smooth, so you had to. So that's my way of saying I don't like pile in or like weird or anything.
Yeah.
I think you played out.
No, this deck is definitely crazier with access
I will also tell you, if you didn't whiff on your Giant Knight tail slams, first off, I wasn't sure if you were going to go for it because energy removal was Hyper Beam was a problem. I was like, I have to keep top decking energy, but I run 15. So it's not impossible, but you could have gone to a point where I couldn't attack them. I just but if you had taken out the Blastoise there, the tail slams, or the Articuno, then I would have had no energy.
It was definitely hyper.
Or giant tail or whatever.
I mean, I don't know what was in your hand, but it was not a water remedy.
Oh, so that's why I invested with your team, just to have like an extra draw card. Good for me.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just a bad match for me.
Yeah, that's very fair.
But definitely the biggest thing is that it's a million times better than does.
You think so?
I think just
Because
Because you're running the confusion package, yeah.
well, you have second.
the deck is immune to energy removal and
Yeah.
disruptive, so I don't even care that I'm dusting myself. It just turns into
Yeah, I mean,
Jesse,
it's the same thing like Star Hero stuff like that had like a dead arrow or
Did you show me everything that was in there effectively?
From what I thought was like,
There's no like shiny Gyarados hiding around.
no,
all
that's
those
not
new
spicy.
cards are terrible.
That's not spicy.
Ratatouille, I'll believe
Perfect
it.
plan, perfect stupid. That's how it does it. The hardest part of screwing out this trigger is I told you I made like 16 lists that were awful.
Wow, thank God.
Go fishing my way into actual, like I lost it. But no, I think I'll just tell you Jesse. You want to use Jesse on with Blastoise. So stupid.
You need like a perfect score.
It turns on.
You're running Venusaur at that point.
I think it's better than being better.
Yeah.
I think it's better. I think because it's better, it's
Till I roll up against you with Dark Knight.
the dark hoop.
Dark Amphi.
Yeah, that'd be hard. Dark hoop with claws. Well, then I'm just not getting at least I'm not using this one.
Okay.
Committing to Articuno in the active, which was Dark Amphiros for 40 HP.
It is. I see this is a roulette. Normally at least have a lane.
Dark Amphiros got done. Dirtiest.
I don't know about 30. It's got done 30.
I've had
I Nagby your Dark Amphiros.
Nick's had all blue cards in hand and double
I
black.
think it's also Jake.
Sure.
Kind of spicy. Breeders in here. Sorry.
Apologize.
Kind of spicy.
We gotta
So what's the most
explore that
rules
route.
question that we actually have to figure out?
Probably
Laptop.
Probably one of the Leonard ads. How much do you like Crystal Energy?
I think that card is just not translated properly.
I also think it's unplayable. So.
He wants to know how Crystal Energy interacts with.
That's all. It's definitely like a fact check. A lot of fact checking. The card doesn't have enough text.
No.
So
I agree.
Crystal Energy got reprinted. So we have Japanese text. We need like Brandon's interpretation.
Effect anyways.
And then that all goes on the table, and then any compendium stuff. And you just try to satisfy what's correct without this probably needs a like on the website. Little spread for like
That was what we were talking about earlier. Was
templating update, I think they're called.
anything that's like significantly different from modern Pokemon that isn't changed. Like the fact that you can double play Stadium in WotC, but you can't in Standard. Is like somewhat important to know.
That might not be on the website either, because it might be an assumption of the card's printed functionality as a basis.
Well, the thing is that it makes no mention of it in WotC printings, and then modern printings have the rule box that say you can't play a Stadium that has the same physical.
I love it. Are you looking to make changes?
Yeah.
Like double guess?
Is WotC an AP and AP game? Active player, not active player.
No. We're talking about like we're talking order of operation.
Yeah, simultaneously spec resolution.
Well, never mind then.
I think it was.
I don't know. The last
I don't think I'm sure. Because I was looking through the expedition.
There is an order of operations for attack now.
Yeah, because there's other stuff like Brian mentioned. If Dark Ampharos is in play, which has the ability to deal 20 damage when your opponent attacks on turn, or 10, and like motion energy, it's like how does that work?
Well, you can also apply it to like scram.
It's so good.
Like, it'll change the outcome depending on how resolution.
Who got there?
What do you guys want to do? Like just post up and get somebody?
The fighting
I'm gonna
resistance
have
is
dinner
good,
with
and
my
they
folks
start
and
attacking
I'll be back whenever you guys want.
We could just do this. If you guys want to book it,
Every time I bring my food, you want to take some time to
I'm
get
gonna say no. I gotta pick up keys for you.
I'll do whatever. I just gotta go eat food back, so whatever. Do you want to do earlier? Earlier is better for you. Oh, that's easy. 7.
get back there right now.
Well, I'm leaving here around 6. Making food, eating food, coming back. I'll be here between 7 and 8.
Because like probably 2 a.m.
I can keep you updated how it's going.
The West Coast probably.
I didn't wait though.
Because I can do later on like any other weekend.
And I'll be exhausted.
The hardest
That's kind of the problem.
hardest thing for me is so if we
Yeah.
do it here, I could try to do anything. I just can't guarantee I'm actually going to be focused.
It's fine.
If we just maybe we can start.
We gotta get like a little privacy curtain.
How much credit do I get?
Remember when this
I
was
remember.
closed in?
Yep.
And they were like, there was literally like a hiding zone over there.
Next we're gonna be problem. Speak the tone.
I haven't put dirty bird.
Next level jump club. Jump club.
It's right over here.
Horse store.
This is.
We moved the floor up Harlan and Magneton and jump
It's like-
club did like really good.
It's like an Eric deck.
You know what's really good at that point?
Yo, can you do a ruling for Dark Aura Tyranitar? Does it, when it converts the energy, does it add damage too?
No. Sorry.
Compendium has so much of that.
Yeah. There's also a lot of.
I like the card. I thought that was like, this is the
things
best
that
card in
are
format
three
because it does so much
that need
damage.
to be
And we were like,
addressed.
what?
That's why I
Brian, Jesse, you guys finished?
I wasn't. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. We were
Forgot
just
to report.
having a good time.
I won.
We haven't stopped shaking each other's hands.
Yeah, that's right. We're still shaking hands. Unbroken eye contact. Mutual respect and heavy breathing.
It's that picture of the two guys shaking hands, but they're standing next to each other with their hands in their pockets. And they're both reaching their hands out through their flies and shaking their hands.
That's round 3. Christian plays Brian, Colin plays Jesse, Alex will play Scott.
I will play Colin on camera.
You Alex?
You get to look at these sometimes. But I must.
Check it out after.
Oh, it's sorted. Oh my god.
It's also like stupid weird, so
Oh, I love it.
you might want to digest it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, this is Dirty Bird?
Yeah.
I actually like Fuchsia. I think that's a sick card.
Like, if you want spice, that deck is the spice.
Everybody's gangster till Transparent Walls shows up. Only 2 babies.
Only 2 babies, because it's a cleaner deck. It should have 0.
Yeah.
Somebody's in my focus room.
True. It's your opponent, actually.
I'm going here, see who's up to.
All that scout in the competition.
That's right, that's right. It's getting some shit. There it comes. My turn.
That's right, that's right.
This controller is so small. How does it help?
Oh, it does.
I mean, I guess it makes the buttons easier, but like, it's so rough now.
Joy-Cons. Joy-Cons alone, I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to get 2 in there before I get my stuff.
For infinite counters?
No.
Ooh.
Someone's
Thank you very much.
country.
Mm-hmm. The food one?
Sack the cat to the Viserys here.
Oh. Bring back the cat. Big brain.
It's a meta combo.
Samwise is in the meta?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. That was. I almost got back into Magic when that set came out.
Sam playing the control deck. Twin combo.
I haven't been.
Oh,
I haven't been in a while.
It's a control deck. I ran him out of his interaction and then I killed him.
Okay. I bought out of Magic around like maybe 2 years after like Thopter Founder stuff.
Okay.
And then,
That's the combo that I was playing last week.
yeah. And then I played again before the pre-release of Lord of the Rings, and I bought a bunch of that because I have a huge Lord of the Rings collection, not because I wanted to get back into Magic, but it was close. It almost got me back in.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, the set was really good. It printed a lot of stuff that the format needed.
Yeah.
Island cyclers, but also double ones like draw spells and Warrior Field. I mean, the One Ring, obviously.
Yeah.
The most relevant. Oh, you guys still playing? Sorry. I'll let you play.
We don't?
I don't? How could I?
I don't know what you're playing.
Oh, well, I have blue sleeves.
Oh. I have green sleeves, they're not grass, but they do have magnets on them.
Well, we all reveal our hands in subtle ways.
That's right. Or not so subtle.
Or not so subtle.
I want to be extra not subtle with some of my things. I drew, actually, with my icon on Discord. I drew,
Oh, chemo, no.
yeah,
So good.
Mag Mortar. No, I drew Mag
We got a
Mortar.
dedicated judge?
Yeah.
What's up?
This is the future man, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, stream speech judge.
Twice.
yeah.
Yeah, what? Drop.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's supposed to happen.
Like when you attack him,
What did you play in round 1?
I'm operating at like 70% mental capacity right now.
That's pretty good. It's better than most days for me.
But after round 1, I was like, I don't think I can play a deck for the first time like this right now.
You can't play a deck.
And there was an odd number of us, so.
Viral? Before we go anything?
Jake, after we finish our game, are you able to assist with the video?
You can try. I can do my best.
I might just need you to hold the camera.
Yeah.
Because I'll do the talking and I'll do the signing for
That's
next
just
card.
rude.
Thanks.
All right, my best.
I got 11.
If
All right, have a box card.
Colin hang around, and I'm sure mine.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
He's here till 6, so.
Yeah.
I can bounce earlier to come back earlier too.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm a key.
I can't.
Silly. I see the hand real quick.
Yeah.
I'm clear what I'm dealing with.
Play the dust.
My own shot.
I can dodge myself.
That's right. I'll take it.
There are a
I'll
couple
go
of
first and I'll play no basics.
There are a couple of ways to start.
There are.
Are you allowed to scoop up your whole
Yes, that's a legal game action. What? Scooping up your only Pokemon?
Could you do it in the GBA?
You lose,
Or in the GBC?
but it's a.
Can you though? Can you
A lot
do
of
it in the
things, a lot of those
GBC?
types of effects that create that game state say, if you can't do this if you have no bench Pokemon.
Yeah, scoop up doesn't mention it.
It was also printed when I was like,
Yeah.
I think scoop up just mentions like if it's your active Pokemon, you choose an inactive.
Did it say it in Japanese and wants you to just drop the ball?
Definitely not.
There's one in the bottom corner.
That
there.
early they were
It's like
bugging.
sticking out a little bit.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not allow that, I don't think.
No.
And there's this other
I mean, it's
one.
effectively
There's no real
scooping.
difference. It's just I try to have them in a couple spots.
It's
If
scooping.
you're looking for any like specific stuff, you maybe have better.
It's scooping with style.
All
For
right.
example,
All
when you
right.
get someone to
Play
do
that.
it,
We're looking for like
get
one
someone
of
to
the
do it,
and
and it's like, oh yeah, play that correct.
Something
It's
that
like, oh, you
actually
played
has
the
basic
card.
Pokemon.
I don't know. I'm imagining the most interesting scenario.
Oh, Eric, you scratching stickers off the back door reminded me. Great. You should tell Eric about that thing you got.
Oh, yeah, I don't have it with me.
Well,
alright, meow mix.
Good luck.
Is it a cleaning machine?
kind of.
Yeah, it's an adhesive eraser. They carry them at Michael's for like $2.
What, is it
It's
a,
even better.
like a
Yeah.
rubber thing?
It looks
Yeah,
like a
it's
little
little
soap bar,
square.
but it just
So
sucks
there's-
the glue up
There's
and
a lot of
paper.
different.
It acts just like an eraser.
So this is my go-to
Choices.
for anything like that.
Yeah,
that I
it could
can
go-
No, I
use.
can't do that.
So this is good for, like, on a cartridge sticker. Can't really use it
You
with
can start.
paper or with a label.
There was
Be very
there was
selective.
another choice,
Rubbing alcohol.
but
Yeah, this thing's totally dry.
Yeah.
So my issue there is like in this case, using it on the edge of like a plastic that's malleable, the heat and the friction might warp the plastic. Usually with these, I have a heat gun. A lot of times if I get in here, I'll just heat the eraser up and peel the sticker up and peel it that way.
And then just take
I'll probably try to pick one of those up though, that sounds useful.
You're gonna pay me. You're gonna buy me.
It's gonna have certain A+ cases and certain
Yeah.
cases where it's.
No, so just
there, and flip it on. Be it sweet. This is the other choice. I had 2 in the hand. I could have drawn 5 instead. I got the hand glove.
And the E. You poured that.
But that's what I was like. Do I do that or do I do fan club? Fan club's the guaranteed setup.
I'll remove the double color.
Jugglers more than gamblers. More than
Absolute horrible names.
There's some sort of certain element of anxiety that comes with playing against the voice of all the matches that I've seen of myself.
But I'm so chipper about winning all these matches until people shuffle for too long.
Well, yeah, no, that's totally true. But just like the breadth of knowledge that I know sits behind those eyes.
You mean open tab PokemonCards.com?
Not always. You'd be surprised how many times a card comes down and I'm like, wow. I usually tap on myself. Spike it. I'll cut during play phase, and that's it. Or against cards. I always cut against cards. Yeah. It's a waste his. It's a waste his time.
It's out
That's like wasted time dots.
Well, pretty much always tap, but against Jesse, and sometimes Jesse, I'll do a dirty cut, which is just me taking a tap card and putting it on the bottom.
Yeah, when you do that to me, it hurts my spirit.
Yeah, that's why I do it.
Granted, it does that to me.
Sometimes I try to do that, just like for like one hand or something. Like, don't count. Just like it's around 7.
I do the one, and then I say, don't forget to check what it was.
I've been trying to, they just don't have anything in stock. Great, but I can't really do anything to remedy it. There's supposed to be another line coming out in like another month or so, so probably.
God said eat.
This one was punished.
Why would that have been a punish?
There's going to be definitely people online that have
For rocket scrap, no. If I get cards, I shuffle into your deck.
Yeah, trader, so having a next John.
Price card, going back in the deck.
I'm going to play a double colors on left of us. And I'll attack with
I didn't get to read the magneton text before it went in, and I should know it, but what is it, 40, double PCE?
Discard all lightning when you use.
remove that lightning
Do of course equal to the number of lightning discard of the bench that you desire. And it's a May, so I can do it's all or nothing. I can keep all the lightning, or I can discard all the lightning.
It's a May.
Okay. Yep. It is. I mean, when I was like just surfing through every set on a TCG player to see what cards I would like, that was the one that I was like, why is no one playing this?
nothing like free build.
And it was only until I played against your version of the Dynamo engine that I was like, that is how I can play this. Now I just have to save up a lot of money.
We have very different members of the engine.
The Magneton itself is surprisingly expensive. I believe that. Like the hollow, even like damaged, is like over 100. Okay. The reverse hollow, in decent condition, is like.
Do you have no cards in hand?
Yeah.
I got mine for like
I got the reverse hollow with clear damage grease on the top for 20 something. Alright, we're gonna drop. I'm going to dust away.
If you're looking like trainers and things, there's going to be like a lot of trainers in this here. There's also like EX and some trainer stuff in here. Otherwise, we have also cards in this guy for like Pokemon. This should be a little more focused on the playability stuff, but depending on what you're making, you maybe find some stuff there as well. Otherwise, depending on what your trainer base is, I have there's a bunch of trainers under.
The price of it.
I just don't necessarily have a way to like give me a list and then like look it up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
If you had a list, I can kind of point you in the right direction.
Yeah, it's not expedition.
And then here for like trainers, you need trainers.
The other one is ridiculous. Yeah, and it's not as good.
There should be a handful of stuff in there.
Yeah, just like the Mag Cargo, or the Mag Cargo, the fighting type one, it's just not as good.
Let's do it. Take my money from me. Those loose ones are paired up with the boxes.
Oh, yeah, that's how it rolls, that's how I roll.
And the other ones, we're gonna have the foils. We're gonna find out. One of them has a foil match.
Is that a good or bad for
It's a weird one. Ooh.
We got a Mortar, a Marauder.
I'm like, cool off.
Yeah, I kind of told him, I said, I'm gonna do it definitely. Figured whatever
Rubber grease is real good.
Heads, you take 40, the tails, you take 2, and that's it.
I saw what I had.
The tails, so you take the
You know what Saturday block, right?
Dust as a turbo card. Yeah. I almost always use it just
Switch over the timer to the one.
There you go.
There's one that's specifically
There you go. Your feathers are mag feather. Mag feather. You don't like them? I like them. You know why I like them?
it turns off
Everything. And mine.
Yeah, but I don't really see anything on the drive. It turns off exactly.
Yeah, because this should be. I don't know why. Apparently, I don't think it's 61 card deck today. Yes, yeah.
That's your deck, actually. The deck is your Fortress is trapped in my deck.
Fortress is trapped. I used to play. I guess when the Fortress strategy was super viable in competitive on VGC.
That's very exciting. And,
I'll be like set up
I'm gonna go through.
He's coming. So we'll fall into house. I just don't know what he's doing.
He was the witch one or something? He said, oh, I think it's worth a little
now
more.
that you're like evolved,
I said,
I'm
how
like,
do we
probably play
make a deal for
That's true.
this stuff now to get the CS?
It's been starting
I'll slow it down.
guarantees that you have it up there.
So really, there's some bonus. It's just like never gone away. Beyond so good. Always
As I evolve the Magneton, there's more energy over
Whenever we do events, feeling like there's player, but I think
Magneton.
weirder, premium version where it's stuff that is not such a local
And
market
so is
for. We don't sell there's a game for you. I'm waiting for them to make yeah, so all that would have been the website and on the Discord, so if you're looking for Pokemon stuff, Saturday is definitely a Pokemon day. We do old school format.
start with it.
20 at 2 o'clock. You get 10 o'clock is standard. So we'll do
Third juggler that I got with that.
They go like this instead of like this.
Move to rocket strap. So with heads, you shuffle both cards to your hand.
That's what I do for
Yeah.
Judge.
My eighth juggler.
Judge. See, when juggling, it's the illusion that there's no jugglers, but there's only 3 balls.
Retreats to
There's some like branded ones from them. I do some Pokemon.
Return.
There's no like besides the
He's riding.
I didn't bring myself to the away or to oak away.
Here we go.
I didn't bring myself to do it.
I want to
I mean,
break the dirt down. Break the dirt down for later.
you can because I'm about to get rid of most of it. I'm putting Electro here. I'm going play.
9 cards, right?
9 cards. Nah. Yep. And copycat. I didn't want. The thing that I didn't want to do is I didn't want to oak away another oak, my whole line, and copycat.
That would have been
overroll. Yeah. I was like.
That would have been bad.
But I probably would have gotten enough to start actually playing with that. That is what's Alright, and you have 7.
Sure do, because that position.
That's actually what I needed.
Cool, I'd love to be there. I'd love to experience the thrilling.
What happens to me someday?
I too aspire to see what I need.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
Did you want to use like one of my damage counter dice?
2.
Should probably attach them as rolled, just in case.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. That's why I stopped. I was actually going to roll all of it at once. I did that. I realized that that's improper. Pop that down. Bring this up here.
Attempts to make me sad.
No.
Yes. No, you're trying to make me sad.
I'm going to succeed at that, but not in the way that you're anticipating. I haven't played one for turn.
I think you put the recycle back down. Last time.
You did. You
I did before the You're right. So. Yeah, so I want to just
You gusted Articuno and you gusted another roll for death.
yeah, you're right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'm going to attack, and I'm not going to discard because I don't have enough to drop that card.
Alright, take a shot.
That's why I was asking. She's my favorite.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the classic green.
I don't know. I can look through what I got.
Classic green has a little bit of spice. It's
I do have a Japanese
that's the turmeric.
that I'll get rid of.
I appreciate it.
I don't even know what 1/1
So basically, when it comes to my cards, we have like here's the category. Cards that are worth
I would love to.
they're under $2, kind of collaborate, and then there's cards that are worth more than $2 that we're buying at like this guy's only a fucking change, so like
What, 6 hands is 30? I would go there for your field game shot.
A long week.
They were so cheap.
So what the better way to do this is, what are you trying to get from us? Like, we're trying to see if.
Wednesday, woke up sick.
What's older, what do you like from us? I would buy every single person that you wanted, but you just have a couple.
We'll talk right after this.
Once a month, every month. Trader and a month.
What do you guys trying to do?
Stage 1 art.
Mega Articuno EX.
Yeah. Articuno EX.
What's the pre-modern scene like here at IRL?
I have to shuffle anyway.
Actually, like 5 months ago.
But I am going to copycat you for 6. So I'm just going to shut these out.
Sure.
Alright, flip away for
After battle.
One day I want to finish. Yep.
At least he did, yeah. Oh my god, you actually brought smokes. I knew you'd remember.
Do you ever see Once Upon a Planet?
I did, yeah. I have a while. Red apple. It's the same.
I need 3 more French books.
Here, 6.
You seen Orson Welles do the commercials?
There's a train in France.
They're so good.
Champagne.
Absolutely.
Just smashed.
Yeah. Well, because
Honest commercials.
he made sure he was like, you gotta give me the real thing for the advertising. And so he just did like 200 takes of just him just drinking a whole whiskey.
That's really funny.
And eventually, yeah, it's just him going, huh? And they're like, yeah.
I think you're giving him a lot of credit. I think he was shot. They say the tape numbers, so we can
Alright.
look at the tape. I think he was on those. The one I saw was a champagne.
That's it, yeah.
He's gone, dude.
Here we go. Orson. I typed in Orson Welles, the first thing is champagne commercial.
And then I'm going to attempt to freeze your eye, paralyze you.
Not even say his line.
You are paralyzed. 30 and arrow.
Right, I will give you a shot for the KO for this guy who's like two prize cards.
Alright.
Shows up periodically with that one Italian vendor that's
So I can't retreat. Correct. Correct.
Pearly whites, this is
Pearly whites. Comp search away.
Wow. No, I don't know. Yeah, I called the build my town volunteer again on the very first Mountain Smasher draw this week.
Sounds like somebody should run 2 TVs.
I don't need TVs in my house. I just need puppet shows and sunlight lighting down.
I really didn't know what I was looking for, and I succeeded in finding just that. Exactly nothing.
I also don't run Ward in my Dynamo list.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think you need it.
You don't.
And frankly, you don't.
This is really the only time you need it. You don't need it on coin flip.
That's right. So
Remember that whole I have guidance?
whole ball for that one.
He does it very He says he opened it and comes back, but
No, actually,
he doesn't know that he should keep getting.
What? Crazy, man.
well, it's actually not a terrible thing.
It's not spicy, is it?
He literally was like, "Do you know?" I'm like,
thing
"No,
I
but
tell
I."
people is if you're asking, should I get this graded? The answer is no. Because people, the only time you can get graded is if you okay, I have my card and try to get my money's worth. Not a single point. So if he brings it in here and it's like, it's like we would just tell him
This is what it is.
then in that case, like, we're just gonna pay. Great. So I would just say,
Just to make it.
I just bought one of those that was like
So there's value.
we're not talking about thousands, like, I see the price there. Grading is, it's really just people that are doing like hundreds or thousands of cards.
So you have to.
Like play on TCGs, even like copies, 250. Okay. So, you know, you got a card that would be you can check off your room there or something. This is also
Not yet. I need one more water.
All right, I'll he said he's got a couple of He's like, he asked me, I'm like, I know nothing about it, but I know that he's
you buy everything.
Actually, I was lying earlier. I didn't.
When people bring in stuff like that, a lot of times their good stuff is
I only have 14 basic.
observably good, essentially from all
I
the
got 17.
where they really need to
yeah.
Well, yeah, because the engine is bulky.
Sure.
I'd say
Build your inventory.
chat Erica, bring everything. Like, don't leave like the junk at home. Sometimes the junk has the gems and
Yeah. The classic diamond in the rough somewhere. All right. What days are you doing?
weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday after the food.
Okay.
You can drop it off.
But you are in the
He
Thunder
kind of
Dome.
wants to. If he wants to catch me, that's the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I'll let him know.
Sometimes. Because you could have just, well, actually, yeah, I could have. It would have been
Sorry. It was just going to determine where the turn goes.
all right. Oh, I didn't do any of my that. Well, I couldn't do that because I was paralyzed.
So I have to roll 3.
No, 3 diamonds.
Oh, sure. You want to do one at a time?
Yeah, I probably should. Yeah. Let's get this one
All right.
How much
But what I pull here determines whether I eat or whether I don't.
Trees into the rock and stuff. Likely. And go.
6.
Sorry. Yes. Yes.
How'd you get this? How'd you get
I will just
treat.
I will give you a shot for
You vote here?
Where's the other
I remember when you bought it.
Cost me 30 yards.
Everything out there in the back.
No, I guess I did.
So you're not to magnify, you're not to magnify, right? Just hear you say, we run the present.
The tank, man. It's round of 3, I'm off camera. I have a type disadvantage. I posted it myself twice.
Oh, they got Nintendo.
And,
That's not a
oh, wait, no,
Dynamos.
Dynamo's all around.
$99 for a green.
Jesus, I don't know how many you fail, but it's not more than one.
99.
Now you're going 60? 30. Sorry, up to 60.
Hey, come over here. Look at this. Hey, come over here and look at this.
Hold on, Michael.
Look at the big Nintendo. What is that thing? Wait, where? That Mega Man 5 and stuff.
Hey guys.
Get a car.
Which one is far?
Team Chrono or Team Chrono.
Get a car.
The one where they had.
I think we gotta get on the same face. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I gave you a bump to like seal the deal on something. I hope you'll oblige.
Get there anyway.
I tried to start at one.
One's rough.
I have this dog here for it.
Vacuum and probably still get rid of it.
Let's be honest, back.
I was gonna skip on some stuff also.
Yeah, we got.
This is probably our sticker.
The single was gonna hit you. So I lost two pretty bad. I wanted to know.
It's 40 damage. You may discard all like if you do replace that
But it has to go to
When I hear to make a mistake, really, or because honestly, when you said that, I thought they already used it. This was first.
Yep, first.
down.
I was so I'm not going to.
I was like,
Or here because WotC is a recognized Pokemon company. Yeah, it's crazy because
That was all
They don't have
I don't issue two or four.
This field source my intention is to ask.
Okay, sorry.
Hey guys, I'll see y'all next time.
He's got. Sorry, because like, is there a chance that you? I mean, there is a chance. Okay. Can you dynamo? Can you bench new for this? The answer is not this
Very
second.
Dragon Quest, very classic. Again, you can kind of look down the line. The only things I'm kind of really soft on, if you want to hold those, it's only amounts to another pretty close. Cool. So I think we're very much this is here. Heavily priced stuff. Kind of what I would do is probably 128 for a credit number. If you want to take just one of the small, I can do small
You want to do.
That's what a lot of stuff.
This is the only thing that's not
You can't dynamo. You can't attack.